Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska, as we welcome you inside the CHI Health Center, home to the number 8 team in the country, the Creighton Blue Jays, getting set to take on Texas Southern, SWAC favorites. Hi again, everybody. Matt Schumacher, the former Creighton Blue Jay, Nick Bob. This is one of those games that could be an NCAA first-round game. Both of these teams have been to the tournament the last 3 years. But, Nick, the story here in Omaha is all about Trey Alexander. He had a near triple-double in the Gavitt games against Iowa earlier this week.
He's playing what I believe is the best basketball of his career. And Tuesday night against Iowa, he had his fingerprints all over the game. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. You see the knockdown three, the skip-ahead pass to Baylor Shireman for the triple. This is where he is really taking his game to another level, getting downhill and attacking in transition. You see the dunk with force. Trey Alexander was outstanding on Tuesday against Iowa.
He is, of course, in the starting lineup tonight for Creighton. As we take a look at our Jeep starting lineups, Jeep, there's only one. Meanwhile, for Texas Southern, they are without SWAC preseason player of the year and starting point guard P.J. Henry. They're also without their starting center tonight, Grayson Carter. So a short bench for a team that has just been on the road since the season started and will continue to be through the middle of December.
Yeah, and you always wonder with teams out of the SWAC or any sort of low major conference how they'll react to an environment like this. Well, they've been at Virginia, they've been at New Mexico, at Arizona State, so the environment shouldn't really get to Texas Southern. But those road legs could be an issue. Just played 2 nights ago in Charlottesville. But like you referenced, this is a Texas Southern program that is used to having success. So this should be a fun one.
They have been to the NCAA tournament each of the last 3 years. So has this Creighton team.
Identity as a coach, just one of the most respected offensive minds in college basketball.
And on cue.
Getting good, clean looks.
Keelan Farouk. Gives it up to Colby Granger with 10. Granger rejected at the rim by Kalkbrenner. And here comes Shireman. Back to Kalkbrenner. And counted in the foul. A chance at a three-point play for the 7-footer. It'll be fun, good atmosphere. He comes from the JUCO level. Nick, so excited to be in this building tonight as Ashworth, the Utah State transfer, knocks it in from downtown.
And Ashworth coming off a game where he did throughout the season.
Alexander with Kalkbrenner on the seat of his pants. Hops back up, takes the bounce pass, rims out, tap back good.
Pretty good feel from Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman to get Kalkbrenner the layup.
Kalkbrenner, the leading scorer a season ago. Alexander knocks it down from the top of the key. And now the second triple of the night for Creighton.
Again.
Misses around the rim early for Texas Southern.
And some of that is the Kalkbrenner effect. Just him and his footsteps can play tricks on you at the rim.
Here is Francisco Farabello, the second-year TCU transfer, gives it up to Ashworth. Back-to-back threes for Ashworth, and a timeout taken by Johnny Jones and TSU.
He has really done a good job in the offensive glass.
Shireman he could have driven a Mack truck down the line with that hole. It's just Shireman takes advantage.
That didn't look like Shaq at all. Uh-oh.
Oh, my! Trey Alexander, poster.
Boy, he has had
Bello right past his defender Cisse and lays it in. Creighton doing it inside, doing it outside, finding their way again. TSU shooting 25%. Alexander left open. Trout, the offensive board. somehow slipped it in over Kenny Hunter Jr. And the Virginia transfer gets the. And Alexander. Contested 3+1. What can he do?
Pretty impressive. Just a pin down screen, and Multi tries to act like he's going to go under it, and then is just a little bit late. Got to understand the shot clock situation defensively, that it's probably going to be a catch and shoot. You got to be under control. Oh, man, the confidence that he is playing with is really incredible. And I think it's just because he knows he's going to get more opportunities to have the ball in his hands.
Alexander, the first player for. Ashworth left open. Tap back Miller. Great offensive rebound by the redshirt sophomore.
It's a great example of how switching can get you out of position defensively, rebounding.
And it leads to 2 for Shireman.
Where you try to switch.
Alexander pushing the pace. Back out to Miller. That's a 3. The 5th of the night for the Blue Jays, and they're starting to get into a rhythm here after a slow start in the first 4 minutes.
And Mason Miller starting to get into a rhythm as a player.
Shireman, second chance. Alexander a 3. Yes, sir. Trey Alexander with 12 and his 3rd triple of the night.
And Creighton.
Alexander, doesn't matter if he's got a hand in his face or 2, he's putting it down. Alexander with 15 to lead all scorers.
Explosive players you'll see.
Shireman in transition. Looks right back at Trey Alexander and says, thank you for that delivery.
The way Creighton pushes it, this is kind of the 2. If you get totally beat, you can.
Cisse, pull up. Rattles out. Second chance won't go, and Creighton takes a 20-point lead into the halftime locker room.
A lot of good things for the Blue Jays, especially in the open floor, pushing it in transition. Really created everything for Creighton. Trey Alexander, 15 points. Ryan Kalkbrenner with 10 points. Baylor Shireman did a little bit everything, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. He also had 9 points. Pretty good first half for Creighton.
We might be on Trey Alexander triple-double watch for the 2nd game in a row. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists in the first half. We'll be back with more in a little bit from Omaha. It's all Blue Jays early. Improved after a 2-hand jam by Kalkbrenner. One of the biggest areas he's continued to improve is in his athleticism. He's built up in the weight room. The Summit League in scoring, assists, and rebounds. Only player in the country that year to lead his conference in all 3 categories. And then he drills a 3. Nothing but nylon for Baylor Shireman.
Well, when he is in those double high ball screen actions with Kalkbrenner, Kalkbrenner's going to roll.
I got 7 points.
He was suspended the first 2 games of the year, played against Virginia, and now is this his 2nd game of the year. Look at that step.
Nasty, dragging the back foot. Almost a slow motion Euro to the basket.
He really does a good job of slowing down. An impressive player. He had the game-winning tip-in over Arizona State last year. I mean, he's still a little raw, but boy, you can see the explosiveness.
Farabello, that's a 3. And that is the 10th triple of the night for the Blue Jays. Zydarius Multi was the scout, as well as their starting center, Grayson Carter. Ashworth off the bounce, and the big fella with a 2-hand jam. Kalkbrenner puts it away.
You got to love to see
He's one of those guys, Nick, you shake your head and say, how do you guard this guy?
And he is enormous in person.
Shireman for three. Same could be said for how do you guard this. Gone down tonight for Texas Southern, shooting less than 30% from the floor. Kalkbrenner rim running. And the big fella's been active tonight. 16 points, 9 rebounds.
Sometimes 7-footers can't get out and run. He can.
Shireman's feeling it. Back-to-back deep balls for Shireman. And he now is up.
End up being a more potent offense for Creighton. Great pass.
Miller pays it off with a three. Give Creighton 12 threes in the game, shooting just above 30.
Acting the defense, and then Trey Alexander making an easy read.
But Ashworth going behind the back, shuffle pass. Alexander, that's a three. 15-0 run for the Blue Jays. The triple-double watch, close, probably won't get it. 21 points, 9 boards, 6 assists. But you've got two dudes that are legitimately
reserve, undefeated. They could easily keep that on pace. And same thing with the Creighton Blue Jays. We're gonna have some interesting neutral site games next week. You got Boston College, Loyola
Southern forcing tough shots. And then Creighton just got out in transition. Took a school record 41 three-point attempts tonight. 41 from downtown. And they were shot all open, 38%. You know? That's pretty good at that volume. Final seconds tick away. Creighton's going to win it. 85-50. Handling business at home, moving on to 4-0. And Greg McDermott's bunch, Nick Ba, looking every bit the role of a top 10 team.
Yeah, absolutely. Shot making, sharing the ball, transition offense, all those things on display. But again, I'll say what I just said. Creighton's three best players, Shireman, Kalkbrenner, and Alexander, as good as any big three in all of college basketball. And they showed you tonight. Pretty good performance from the three-headed monster.
Kalkbrenner, his first double-double of the season, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Alexander, triple-double watch, 27 and 8. And his teammate Baylor Shireman led all scorers with 23, chipped in 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Blue Jays move on to 4-0 in front of a packed house at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. For Nick Ba, our entire Fox Sports crew, and Rush Media, I'm Matt Schumacher saying so long from Omaha. All Blue Jays all night. They win it 82-50 at home.